What makes you feel optimistic about the future of startups? And conversely, what aspects of the ecosystem discourage you?
On the challenging side, there's still a lot of administrative hurdles that startups have to go through. Public funding creates opportunities, but also complacency. If you start to depend on public funding, you say, well, why should I make the effort and going the extra mile to actually make a commercial business out of that? I just call up my local agency and get some more funds, and I can continue my lifestyle business, and everybody's happy. That's maybe fine for an individual, but I think in terms of the overall ecosystem in Europe, that doesn't help. There is, I think, New Space Capital is probably one of the few in Europe that do scale up fundings. So companies will find a sort of a valley of death after they have done their initial phase of development. And before they can get corporate funding or private equity funding, they should get scale up funding. And that's actually not that easy to get by. So people then get stuck. They either stop growing, stagnating, or they give up altogether, or they go somewhere else. So
Yeah.
that happens. They also go to North America because I think there's more funds, more fertile grounds. And it's unfortunate for Europe because then Europe has done the hard work of getting them to a certain stage, and then they leave, and that's something we should avoid. So that's why we're here for for scale up. And then maybe the last thing I would say is failure needs to be part of the journey. There is probably sort of a legal framework also in Europe that sort of is very risk averse. When I compare that to North America, where companies go bust and then the founder declares bankruptcy on Friday and on Monday he starts another business, and nobody cares. It's part of the journey. In Europe, you're almost like tarred and feathered and you're doomed almost as an entrepreneur. And so that makes people much more risk averse. They don't dare to actually go a little bit beyond because they know there's dear consequences. And I think that's something that needs to change. There needs to be an element of failure as part of the learning curve.